I know, I hope so.
Yeah. But, okay, I'm going to leave it up.
Okay.
Hey, Jordan, how do I make it so my computer doesn't go to sleep?
Display. Go back. Oh, change display settings. No. Okay, go back. Back again.
Is it personalization?
Yeah. Go ahead and actually go back to just the basic. Go back again, and then do it in the search. Mari Matabiki.
Hey. So, Oslin, she can't be here. She started it. She's not actually there. She has family pictures to do,
Okay.
so she said we're just going to be doing it without her.
Okay, sounds good. Is there anybody else here, or just you and me?
Nope, just us.
Okay, let's do it then.
Okay,
Well,
sounds
can no one
good.
else meet, or is everyone else just not here yet?
I don't have any other numbers. All I know is they're just not here yet.
Okay, yeah, I'll text them real quick.
Sounds good.
Okay, so have you gone through the preparation assignment?
Yep.
So, like, the first, like, part number 1, I was going through and doing it, and, oh, I was done. And then it got to part number 2, and I scrolled through, and it seemed super big, like, there's tons of stuff.
Yeah. It's not too bad because it's like not too much math that you have to do. It's just like thinking, I guess.
Okay, like, I started some of it, but...
Yeah, really. There's not too much math you do, so that was okay. It didn't take too long. Doesn't make complete sense.
That's what math's supposed to do, make it make sense.
Yes, exactly.
I was just going through to see if there was anything that I just completely didn't understand. It's all just...
The only thing that's a little difficult that I found was like the level of significance thing.
Yeah, so the relationship between z-scores, p-values, and alpha level of
Yes.
significance.
Yeah.
Okay, so p-values and z-scores. Are z-scores just, they always denote whether it's positive or negative, and p-values just encompass both of those?
I think p-value, is just the probability. That's what I understood it to be.
The probability the data will lie outside of your accepted range?
Are you guys in the quiz right now?
Oh, is this Marilyn?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? No, we haven't started yet.
Sorry, I like completely forgot. I'm studying for a test I'm taking tomorrow. So thanks for whoever texted me, because
Oh, yeah, you texted me back. Hey, about that.
yeah.
No, I think we're all starting our weekend just a little bit early. No worries.
How was the test, you guys? Or did you? Yeah, you took it. Yeah, I guess you had to.
It wasn't
Felt
too bad.
good, and didn't get the score I expected, but it was okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was not bad. I'm pretty happy about it. Happier than I was expecting to be.
That's good.
Sorry, are we in the quiz right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
We were just talking about z-scores and p-values and significance. So,
Okay.
Jocelyn, going back. So, z-scores are just how far they fall out of standard deviations.
Yeah. How many deviations?
So, I mean, you calculate p-values from your z-scores, right?
Yep. By taking your z-score and plugging it into the applet, and that's your p-value. Is the probability.
Yeah.
The area
Yep.
on the right and left sides of those lines.
Yep.
So the p-value is the z-score. It's just taking into account positive and negatives.
No. So the z-score is what you plug in at the bottom of the applet. The p-value is what you get at the top of the applet, the area.
Oh, the area. Okay, outside of the z-scores.
Yeah.
Right. And when I was reading through, it seemed like if someone was going to form a study, they would arbitrarily decide what's significant, but that seems like it isn't. Isn't there like a standard for significance?
No, that's what I understood it to be that they'll always give us a level of significance, that there's no way we actually find it. That's what I understood it to be.
Right. Because always like when you're going through papers, you're like, oh, look at that p-value, that's really great, and it's just kind of like this like unquestioning, like the p-value says it's significant, you know?
Yeah. this like, because I've done like the quiz as well, except for a couple that I had questions on. It's all this, a lot of wording, but you have to try to figure out what it means. That's really what it is.
Okay, so should we just jump in then?
I say we can do it.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
where Jeremy's at, but
I texted him too.
okay.
Oh, Jeremy's missing. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Thank you for texting me, you guys. Seriously, that's
No
the
worries.
best.
Okay. 1 true, 2 true. Maryland, you got it open?
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to find it. Sorry, I'm like slower than turtles stampeding through peanut butter, so working on it. Okay.
Sleepy
This
turtle
is-
stampeding through people.
Are we on group 9 or meeting? This is 9, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're 9.
Okay, I just want to make sure I don't want to. Right. Okay. 1 is true. 2 is true.
Okay, 3. A hypothesis test consists of 2 hypotheses, the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Which one represents the status quo?
That would be the
The null.
Yep.
Right, that's just the one
Yeah,
you're
okay.
accepting. See if it's wrong. Which hypothesis
Pretty sure that one's right.
equality?
Involves equality. I think that's the the true equality. Oh, wouldn't it be the true hypothesis? Doesn't the null and the alternative, like when they're tested against each other, if they're true, it means that they're like both equal or whatever?
Yeah, I think.
Is that- I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't quote me on that because that might not be
Right.
true. But I think it is, from what I remember about them.
True hypotheses? Let's see here. Yeah, I remember reading about if the hypothesis is true, but there's a kind of hypothesis called true hypothesis, or is
Yeah,
it?
that's what I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about too. I don't remember reading about a true hypothesis, but I don't know.
Hold on, I was just going through the.
I don't think there is a true hypothesis.
Which one would it be then?
Because it used the word true 51 times in the lesson, but it's just talking about the hypothesis
Exactly.
or true
That's what I
body
did too.
temperature. Right? You're like, Control F, where are
Yep.
you?
You guys are funny. Classic college students.
Hey, it's the easy way to find it.
Yeah, which hypothesis involves equality? That's so weird.
The null hypothesis will always be a statement involving equality. It says it in the
That-
text.
Wait, what was that?
It says the null hypothesis will always be a statement involving equality.
Okay.
Be a null then again?
I guess.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah,
reasonable.
and then on the things to remember, it says the null hypothesis is the foundational assumption about a population and represents the status quo. It is a statement of equality. So, the null.
Okay,
Okay.
makes sense.
I
So
don't get
is that-
it, but
Okay, so is that like saying if you have your hypothesis and you take a huge sample size representing the population and it's true, then it's equally representing the population? Like, that's super
I
weird.
don't know. Because it says the alternative is a statement of inequality. So I don't understand that.
I think statisticians should expand the vocabulary.
Yeah, I'm like lost.
That's super weird. Okay, I guess keep going through.
Yeah.
The p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Use this information to answer question 5. When computing this probability, which hypothesis do you assume to be true?
The null.
That's what I was thinking.
The null is the one that you always assume to be true. Does it make any difference for this?
No, I don't. That's what I would think it would be.
Okay.
That doesn't say what the p-value is or what that one that you observed was.
Okay. Suppose the null hypothesis. Okay.
Okay,
Represents
the null hypothesis H naught and the mean equals 10. Use this information to answer questions 6 through 8. Which of the following represent the alternative hypothesis for a two-tailed test?
a two-tailed test.
C.
Yeah, so that's just
Why is it C?
Because you would highlight when you put it in the applet, you'd highlight both the lower end and the upper end. Well, okay. It's because you don't know if it's less than or greater than, honestly, and so it can be both.
Oh.
Does that make any sense?
Okay.
because, like, if you're saying the hypothesis is body temperature is right here, the alternative hypothesis could be no, it's higher, or another one could be no, it's lower. So a two-tailed alternative hypothesis is no, it's not that, it's something else. So it can't be the first A and B are more and less, and then D
So
is...
it's saying it's more or less than whatever our value is.
Yeah, it's just saying it's
Okay,
whatever
so
our
it's
value
not
is,
our value.
it's not that, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't give you an exact more or an exact less. It's either
Okay,
one.
so, cool. So then a left-tailed, would that be the mean is less than this
Yeah, I
number?
have it as A.
Okay, yeah.
You're saying 10 is more than what the mean... Yeah, okay, that makes sense, yeah.
10, yeah, 10, okay.
Oh, hey.
So then the other one's going to be B. 8 is B.
Yes, that's what I have it as.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Is Oslin here?
No, so she was taking family pictures today, and the photographer showed up really late. So
Oh.
she started the broadcast, and she'll end it, she said, when we're done, just to sign out, and then she will upload it and get it all ready.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's nice.
Yeah, so if she's done with the photographer, she'll try to come back in time, but
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay. The outcome of a hypothesis test is determined by comparing the p-value to the level of significance, or I don't know what that sign is. What is that?
It's an alpha. It's also the level of significance sign, which I don't understand exactly what that is, but yeah. So it's called an alpha sign.
Comparing the p-value.
How'd it go?
Who here likes spinach?
I don't know what that symbol is.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
alpha symbol.
I
and
see.
It stands for the level of significance.
Yeah, I should have caught that. Thanks.
Yep, no problem.
Hey, what number are we on? Sorry, I zoned out.
9.
Okay.
9. The outcome of a hypothesis test is determined by comparing p-values at the level of significance or alpha. Use this information from questions 9 through 10. Which relationship would result in failing to reject the null hypothesis?
Oh, wait a minute. I think hold on. A type 2 error is committed when we fail to reject a null hypothesis. That is in reality not true. The value of alpha is the probability of committing a type 1 error. Okay. So type 1 error is committed when we reject a null hypothesis.
That's actually correct, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on,
So, like, if
question
you
is.
do an experiment and you're like, oh, looks like our hypothesis was false, when in reality it wasn't, it was true, but you're like, nope, not true. That's type 1 error.
Okay, So when we do an experiment and what we think was supposed to be true is not true, that's type 1.
Well, the error, type 1 error that you make is if, like, in truth, your hypothesis is correct, but you do an experiment and you make the error and say it doesn't look like it's true. That's rejecting the truth. Type 2 is when you accept lies, like when you like, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Yep, that's correct.
Alternative.
Hey, did
Okay.
Jeremy not meeting with us?
Oh, hey, Oslin.
Oh.
No, he texted him. He hasn't showed up.
All right, let me try and get him on.
Rejection.
How's Family Pictures?
Hotter than Florida.
Really?
Yeah, it's hot. You know, they want you to see in the middle of the sun, of course. So.
Right, looking at the sun with squinty
Yeah.
eyes.
So, you know, and then you're holding a 15-pound baby, and you're hotter than Florida. So nobody's heard from Jeremy yet?
Which result?
No.
No. So the smaller a p-value, the more we're comfortable accepting the null hypothesis. So the relationship that result in us failing to reject it would be a very small p-value. So it'd be less than what we set as alpha, our level of significance.
This is what the text says. It says, if we wanted to reject the null hypothesis, we would compute the p-value and then unscrupulously choose the alpha level. In every case, we would choose a value of alpha that is larger than the computed p-value, and therefore always reject the null hypothesis. So it says that we would choose an alpha that is larger than the p-value.
So B.
A. I mean, B. Yeah, B. That's right.
Okay.
B.
So which relationship would result in rejecting the null hypothesis? It would be if our p-value was larger than the significance that we chose.
Oh, no. So, actually, 9 would be A because it's failing to reject. 10 would be B because you're actually rejecting it, isn't it?
So the symbol alpha is our significance, right? It's what we set that, like, as long this is our, like, line in the sand that we've decided that's significant, not significant. So if p-value is the area in those z-scores on each side, the farther that goes out and the smaller those get, the p-value goes down and down and down. So the smaller the p-value, the more comfortable we are accepting the null hypothesis. If it's less than what we set for our standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Wait, so do we switch that? Is A still, or is 9 still, there's 9B and 10A?
I think so.
I was thinking 9 is A because the text is... Because it...
Wait, so where was that in the text? Let's go back there.
So, okay, I just controlled F, level of significance.
Level of sig
And it's the second one.
4.4.
Yeah. And so it's got the memory aid, and at the very bottom of the memory aid, there's that other paragraph right above type 1, type 2.
Uh-huh.
And it's like the second to last sentence where it talks about it.
Okay. If the p is low, we reject the null hypothesis.
Oh.
Okay. I was just thinking about reading papers, and it's always like 0.0 something.
So if P is low,
Yeah, if alpha is larger than
Right.
P, we'll reject the null hypothesis.
so alpha is larger than the P, so the first one is B.
So A is A, or
No.
9 is A, and 10 is
Yeah.
B.
Yep, 9 is A because we're not rejecting it, we're failing to reject it.
Yeah. So that means you agree with the null
Oh,
hypothesis.
right.
Double negatives.
Ah, that's horrible.
Are we ready for 11?
Jeremy says he's going to be here in a second. He just finished with an exam.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not getting this, but let me just run this by. So I open up the probability outlet, trying to understand p-values. So, okay, so when we're looking at z-scores are how many standard deviations away from the mean some number is.
Yes.
And so p-values are the area outside of those standard deviations. So when our z-score is a pretty big number like 3 or something, that area becomes super, super small. So p-values represent the probability of finding data outside of that significance realm. Is that what p-values are? Sure.
I
Like
don't
what
know.
p-values were.
Too. Jenna! Jenna! Come here! Mom, is she crying? Where is she? Are you holding her?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It just says a p-value is the probability that we would get a z-score that is extreme or more extreme.
Okay, so should we move on to 11 then?
Yeah, sounds good.
An insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim amount was about $1,500. They're concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use this information for questions 11 through 12. 11. Which of the following would be an appropriate alternative hypothesis? The average claim is equal. The average claim is not equal. The average claim is greater than. The average claim is less than. So,
C.
yeah, they suspect that it's more.
Yep.
Wait, no, that's alternative hypothesis 11 is asking.
Yes.
Yeah,
So it'd be C.
It is.
Yeah, because the alternative is not the null, and the null is just 1,500.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be B then? Because their null hypothesis is it's more than 1,500. So the alternative hypothesis has to be...
And they're saying it would be greater than 1,500.
But their null hypothesis... Isn't the null hypothesis that it's greater?
No, the null hypothesis is 1,500.
Remember they said that in order to reject the null hypothesis, you have to find the alternative hypothesis true.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Remington?
Yeah.
So we believe that the null hypothesis is what the standard.
We have ice cream in the fridge.
The setting is that the amount was 1,500. The alternative hypothesis is that it would be more.
Okay, sorry. I thought they were making a whole new hypothesis, saying, well, if it's not 1,500, I thought this was the new hypothesis. Okay.
No. So the null hypothesis is what they've always believed, was that the average claim is 1,500. What they're concerned is that it is actually higher. So the alternative hypothesis, the one that they're testing, is that it would be higher. So they would reject the null hypothesis if the data proved that the alternative hypothesis was true.
Okay.
So the insurance company randomly selects n equals 40 claims and calculates a sample mean.
You skipped 12.
Oh, no, we did 12. That's that the average claim amount is equal to
average.
Oh, their null hypothesis. Okay.
Yeah.
Is equal to, right?
Equal to 1,500.
Okay.
Went to the temple, their temple, but I'm right here.
Okay. Calculates mean of X equals 1,600. Information for question 13 to 15. The insurance company assumes the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption?
I would say yeah.
Pretty big sample size.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you hear about that?
And then
Because
that's
40 's
central
big.
limit theorem.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yep.
Brittany, I tell her I got
Central limit theorem for 14.
Grandpa and his will.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Okay.
what?
Which of the following test statistic as defined in this lesson?
Calling me up, wanting to.
Which of the following is this test statistic?
He won't get off the bat.
Oh, the test statistic is as defined in this lesson. Oh, Z is test statistic. Oh, okay.
The X with a line over it. No, Z is the
X
test
is
statistic.
yeah.
Z is the test statistic.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Saying that Brad is pushing him, and then Brittany's like,
Mm,
that's so untrue.
Uh,
Oh, she's riling everybody up.
this is 150 with standard deviation of 140.
I just can't believe it because I'm like, what's Brenda doing that for?
historical mean of sale receipts at a grocery store is 150 with standard deviation of $40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis to test the following hypothesis. The null hypothesis is that the mean is equal to 150. The alternative hypothesis is that the mean is less than 150. Shall we use a level of significance of A equals 0.05? She then takes a simple random sample of 36 sales receipts from her store and computes that X is 144. Use this information for questions 16 through 18. What is a z-score associated with this test?
Mom, can you hand me my purse?
1.96.
Oh, did you already calculate it?
Well, I had the applet open, but
Oh.
is this? Do we not use both sides? Do we just use one side then?
Either one.
Because the alternative hypothesis is just that it's less. So,
Oh.
because it's not a two-tailed alternative hypothesis.
Well, what did you get for your z-score? Did you get a negative or a positive?
Well, it depends which side you read from. I mean,
Once you start bringing that stuff,
How did you calculate the z-score?
the z-score, like with the normal probability applet, is just like the area outside of the lines. But I'm asking if you're just looking for the alternative hypothesis is just some number more than that, would you just use the positive numbers?
What the heck? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I got a z-score of negative 0.9.
Okay. And did you calculate that with the
Yes.
value minus mean over standard dev?
Over the sample size as well.
Oh, sorry, sample size.
So it's
Okay.
144 minus 150 over 40 divided by the square root of 36.
Which is negative 0.09.
I have negative 0.9. Yeah, you're right. Negative 0.9.
Over the square root of 6 is what you said?
Wait, negative 0.9 or 0.09?
0.9.
Oh, so 90%.
Yeah.
Okay. No
Well,
decimal
not with
points.
z-score, just negative 0.900. But I don't know
Okay.
if that's right.
Looks like it. Looks likely.
Where's Tom getting all this from? Where's he getting his ideas?
Then p-value,
Yeah.
cow.
So then you put the z-score in the applet,
Oh, Brett, the wet.
and I think you just highlight the lower half.
Okay, that's probably where my mind was going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the z-score? We got negative 0.9.
9.
So 0.1841? Or
0.184, yep.
So the p-value is the probability.
Yeah.
And how do we find that one?
I have it as 0.184.
How did you get that?
I highlighted just the lower end, so I put -0.9 as my z-score.
Uh-huh.
And then the area is our p-value, and so I just highlighted the lower end. I don't know if that's what you really do or not. The reason why I highlighted the lower end is because, first of all, the alternative is a negative, or is less, and also because the z-score turns out to be a negative, so I assume you just highlight the lower end.
0.184.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you got that.
Whatever they,
So what do you make about the null hypothesis of this?
something like
That's
that.
what you make about the null hypothesis.
You would.
Would you
I think we would fail
Oh, you would.
to take it.
The p-value is greater than alpha. And so that meant, what was it? So we would fail to reject it.
Yeah.
If something does happen, it does.
The p-value is greater than the alpha.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the alpha
Oh, right. I didn't see the alpha there.
0.05 and 0.184 is larger.
Okay. Okay, I see.
I think that part was right.
Okay.
19 is type 1.
Yep.
Five minutes.
So it'd be type 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Research decides that instead of using level significance 0.05, use 0.01. Which of the following will be true? So he's lowering his standards, right? So that increases probability for type 2?
Yeah. That's what I said.
Well, I'm not saying I get.
The probability of a type 2 error will increase.
How do I rotate? I'll tell you
Yeah.
how I rotate my storage. I just move and I get rid of all the stuff.
But don't you use canned milk on a regular basis?
So if
Well,
A
I
is
don't
0.05, compute the probability of committing type 1 error.
Whatever.
What is that asking?
I had to make some meatloaf because it was in there. I'm surprised he didn't cook up the meat. He had 4 pounds of hamburgers. He wants some meatloaf, we have some. I like meatloaf.
I know that stuff is poisonous. There's high fructose corn syrup in it and trans fat.
Are we talking about meatloaf?
No, I couldn't.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just get really defensive about meatloaf. Yeah, we're talking about meatloaf. Do you guys want some? You can have some.
Who's putting high fructose corn syrup and trans fat in their meatloaf?
It's the breadcrumbs. They have corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup and partially hydrogenated vegetable oil in them. I'm
Whoa.
ticked off.
What kind of breadcrumbs are those? That's
They're
terrible.
like the ones you get from. Well, actually, it's almost
You can make
all of
your
them.
own.
I don't know what kind we have. Yeah, I know that's what I keep telling my mom, but
I think these are the real issues we should be addressing, not hypotheses and p-values.
I agree. I
Trivial.
wholeheartedly agree. I thought I was covering up my microphone, but apparently I'm not when I do that.
So how
That's
do we,
really
how do we
awkward.
compute a probability of committing an error?
That's what I don't know. I don't understand that question at all.
Are you eating ice cream? Oh my gosh, yeah, I have no idea. Let's see. There's got to be an easy way to do this. This has to be easy because I don't see anything about it in the notes. So let's see. I don't know.
Would it just be 0.05? Because in the text it says the value of alpha is the probability of committing a type 1 error.
Oh.
Right?
That's what I'm going to think.
Super easy that we were just overthinking.
That's something I can think of.
That's still a tricky question.
No.
That, you know what? That sounds right.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think.
I don't know what else.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
Jeremy.
Oh,
What, did Jeremy get on?
Yeah, didn't even.
Well, about time.
No, he's been on for a little bit, but I just noticed his picture was there because I have my screen down looking at my test.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I just got out of an exam. I have 2 more to go tonight, so
Oh.
Oh
You
my
know.
god.
I'm working on it.
That's
Earn
all
that
right.
weekend.
I was taking family pictures, so I was out for the first few minutes.
And I forgot about the meeting, so.
We're all batting 1,000 today.
Okay.
Okay, here, Jeremy, I'll screen share here.
Yeah, I need 3 through 8.
Okay, 3 through 8. Oh, I guess, can you guys all see his screen? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
4 is A. 5 is A.
Well, because the sun
6 is C.
Right, so the sun
7 is A.
is
8 is B.
breaks down.
9 is A. Oh, I got that far. 10 is A.
A, 11, B.
Or is it 10B?
11 is B?
Remington. 10 is not
Oh,
A.
yeah, we were switching that. I forgot to switch that one.
Wait, what's 10?
10 is
B.
B.
Oh, okay, good. And what's 11?
B.
11 is C.
Okay,
Okay,
I
I
got
don't
C
know
too.
for these two.
Is 12A?
12 is
Yes.
A.
13 is
13 is
yes.
Okay.
14 is B. What is
15 is
16?
B.
16 is negative 0.9.
0, 0.
What?
It has to be the 3 decimal point places, so it's have to have 2
Oh.
zeros after that.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
0.184.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Seven.
0.184.
Uh-huh.
Then 18 is B. 19 is A. 20 is B. And 21 is 0.050.
Oh,
Yep.
Awesome.
0.05. Oh, should we put a 0 on the end of that?
I don't know.
I would. Doesn't hurt
I
anything.
guess so. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Any final words?
I think I went to this quiz with some fundamentally mixed up assumptions, so
So what?
so I feel really weird about pushing this button.
Okay, well, I'm pushing it. Too late. Okay. 100%.
Oh my gosh. Well, I should probably do some more reading then.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Nice job, team.
Alright, y'all.
Go
Doing
team.
the test, you guys probably already talked about it, but no specific questions. Just did everybody do all right?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
I was late today, so.
Alright, then we'll stop. So we'll meet on Tuesday, 9:30 my time, 7:30 your guys' time, and 7:30 Maryland time.
What time are we meeting?
Normal
Six-
time.
Wait, shoot, this next Tuesday?
Yeah, we meet every Tuesday and Thursday.
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. This Tuesday. Yeah, this Tuesday is good. Okay, that next Tuesday, or that next week I'm going to Switzerland. So sorry if I'm talking so loud. I feel like it's really loud wherever somebody is. I have one more week and I'm off to Switzerland. So we're going
This works, right?
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Well-
sayonara.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Good night, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.